Ladies and gentlemen, we are here going into the 5th week of the VGCBAD Battle Royale, the Little Cup League. I am excited. Hope you guys are as well. If you are, go on ahead and show some love on that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're wheeling up, wheeling and dealing and nearing 2,000 subscribers over here. Appreciate all the interest in the competitive content. I can't wait for Champions right around the corner. Let me know in the comment section down below what sort of content do you want to see, what you want to see. In the meantime, because once the Little Cup Draft League is done, I really don't have plans. I don't have any other draft leagues lined up. I'm feeling ish on Draft League right now with Scarlet Violet singles. So let me know. I'll be curious your thoughts on that. We are going against my guy Kirby. Definitely always a pleasure to get to play him. Go check out his channel. Link will be in the description below. If you guys want to skip right on ahead of the battle, there will be some text floating somewhere on the screen in post-production. If you want to forego the team builder, I don't recommend you do that because we used one last free agency transaction in order to do that, but there will be some text floating now, running it back if you want to hop right to the team builder or the battle. I don't even know if I put text on screen. They're in the timestamps down below because YouTube is smart about that these days. So talking about free agency stuff, we do have a pretty solid team here. We had one last free agency move to make, and I actually picked up this Mon after prepping for Joey Pokemon last week. So if you guys watch his side of the battle, we do the post-game interview recap where him and I just kind of yap for a little bit after the match. I had mentioned it. I did end up dropping Munchlax. Munchlax was good. I think the lack of reliable recovery that didn't just like, I feel like obviously like the gluttony and the berries and whatnot are there, but I felt like it was not doing enough for me. So I went on ahead and I dropped Munchlax. And in turn, I was able to pick up almost a tit for tat normal type. This one's a little bit more offensive, and I found it to be just a little bit more problematic in dealing to prep for it. So we went on ahead and picked up White the Minccino. Minccino, super cool Pokemon. As we saw in the battle against Joey last week, it can be remarkably bulky, quite honestly, with an Eviolite, but it's got two great abilities in Technician and Skill Link. Technician, my moves of 60 base power or less are boosted by an additional 1.5 times. And then the Skill Link ability, my multi-hit attacks always hit the maximum number of times. So things like Tail Slap, Bullet Sleed, Triple Axle, all of those are always going to connect, which is great. Well, Triple Axle, I have to hit the 90%, and then once I connect, I go from there. The Technician being able to boost those up, always a good thing as well. As far as the speed tier goes, 75 speed, so still sitting in that good speed range that we want it to be at. It's a ghost immunity. It's got access to knockoff. It can be a little bit supportive with things like Encore. It can Super Fang. It can U-turn. It can Tidy Up. It can Thunder Wave. So lots of good stuff going with Minccino. I was very excited about the pickup. That's the last free agency transaction I can make during the course of the draft league. So no more team changes, no more extra Photoshop editing on my part for all these extra stuff. But that is going to be the transaction that we made this week. Let's go on ahead and start hopping into the team builder, which you guys are going to start to see those teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Shellder, Hisuian Voltorb, Krogunk, Sandshrew, Meowth, Chespin, Gothita, Dratini, and Starly. Some things to note about my opponent's team. Hisuian Voltorb I hate because I love being able to throw my Mudbray in, and then all of a sudden it just hits me with a Leaf Storm. So that's going to be a little bit problematic. He does have the Hisuian Voltorb that outspeeds the entirety of my team. Lots of entry hazards, spikes, rocks, and toxic spikes galore. Only form of hazard removal is the Sandshrew as well. A little bit of item removal, Krogunk, Meowth, and Sandshrew, I'll get it. So as far as the knockoff goes, so I think we've got a pretty fun team this week. First up, again, if you guys watched the team builder or the battle with Joey all the way through, we talked about this set. I'm very excited to bring it. First up, we are bringing Scarlet the Griever. Now, she is holding her weakness policy with the Fluffy ability. Poltergeist, Shadow Sneak, Thief, and Yawn. 196 EVs in HP, 28 in attack, 116 in defense, 156 in special defense, 4 in speed with an adamant nature. I really like this because it does a few things for us. First off, I like the fact that the as far as the ghost types go, like there could be like a tech shadow ball somewhere, but like the knockoff is always going to activate my weakness policy, which is great. That's going to give me a +2 attack, which is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, quite honestly. 2 normal types on Kirby's side of the field. We've got the gosh darn Meowth, and then we also have Starly. I bet Meowth will come. I don't know if Starly will come, but we can't hit Meowth with our ghost type move. So I do also have Thief, so that way something like maybe like a Life Orb Meowth, something, whatever the Meowth may want to be, If I take the knockoff, it pops my weakness policy. I no longer have it. I can now go for a +2 thief and actually steal their items. So while I can't bring multiple items, I can take theirs for sure. And you'll see there's a trend that week with this. But other than that, outside of the normal types, Poltergeist and Shadow Sneak hit very, very hard. We're able to take on a lot of the physical threats just with our natural defense, with Fluffy as well. Shadow Sneak at +2 could be doing some really good damage. Then we also have Yawn in order to force some switches from there as well. Next up, we are bringing White the Minccino. Now, she's holding her loaded dice with the Technician ability, Tail Slap, Bullet Seed, Triple Axle, and Tidy Up. 76 EVs in HP, 196 in attack, 236 in speed with an Adamant Nature. I was looking at some rolls, and I really liked the loaded dice Technician versus like the Life Orb Skill Link set. Specifically when it came to like triple axle rolls, that seemed to be doing a lot more damage. Technician obviously boosting the first, I believe it's the first 2 triple axle hits. I think it's like 20, 40, 80, 40. Either way, it does boost those up a little bit. So, and if we do connect to the loaded dice, is going to make sure that we hit our multi-hit move, which is great. As far as the speed tier itself goes, we are hitting 17 speed, so we're outspeeding everything but Voltorb and Meowth, which is great. We have super effective coverage or just really annoying coverage into the majority of the team. We can tidy up. As I mentioned, there are a lot of opportunities for hazards, so going for a tidy up is going to boost our speed even further to where we'll be able to outspeed things like the Hisuian Voltorb and the Meowth. Tail Slap, Bullet Seed, Triple Axle, Tail Slap for the Voltorb, the Meowth, the Starly, the Krogunk, Triple Axle for the Dratini, Tail Slap for the Gothita, Bullet Seed for the Shelder and the Sandshrew, or Triple Axle for the Sandshrew. And then Triple Axle for Chespin. We've played in a previous week. Chespin can be very, very bulky, so I want to make sure that we've got something in order to hit that super effectively. Next up, Sun the Mudbright. He is holding his Eviolite with the Stamina ability. Who saw that coming? Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Roar. We have 196 EVs in HP, 36 in attack, 36 in defense, 236 in special defense with a Careful Nature. Running much more of a specially defensive set this week. There is only one roll that a max speed Hisuian Voltorb Leaf Storm can knock me out at. And that is, of course, if it is not Life Orb, Specs, Miracle Seed, anything along those lines from there. Being able to get our rocks up is nice with the only hazard removal being Sandshrew. We can spin block with Greavard pretty nicely. Wants to go for the knockoff, predicting that. Again, we pop our weakness policy. We can go for a +2 Shadow Sneak Poltergeist from there. And we're looking good. We can potentially steal an item with Thief, which is great. Rock Slide, Earthquake going great into the team. If it resists the Earthquake, it doesn't want the Rock Slide and vice versa. And then we'll just be able to phase some things out if we can get hazards up. Being able to break any focus ashes, get a little bit. 12% on a lot of these mons is a decent amount of chip, I'm going to say, depending on if they resist it or not. So next up, we are bringing Moon the Rowlet. Now, he's holding his Eviolite with the Long Reach ability. We are running a Swords Dance Trailblaze set with Brave Bird and Sucker Punch. 212 EVs in HP, 76 in defense, 36 in special defense, 180 in speed with a Jolly Nature. So with this, the idea is to go for a Swords Dance. Sucker Punch could be very nice for catching something like the Hisuian Voltorb off guard if we are able to get a +2 up. After a Trailblaze, we are outspeeding the entirety of Kirby's team, which is always a good thing. It also is stab, obviously. Brave Bird at +2. Flying resists are none. There is no flying resist on his side of the field, so if I can get a +2 up and I'm faster than something, Brave Bird is going to hurt. Ideally, I have a Trailblaze up beforehand, so maybe picking off a weakened Pokemon with a Trailblaze, going for a Swords Dance into a Sucker Punch, just being able to get Rowlet into the right spot. I'm hopeful that the priority does catch him off guard a little bit there. Next up, we are bringing Blue the Squirtle, and he's holding his White Herb with the Torrent ability. Everybody's been telling me they've been afraid of a set like this, so I'm just going to send it. I'm just going to send it and hope. Shell Smash, Ice Beam, Mud Shot, and Surf. 244 EVs in HP, 196 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 12 in speed with a Modest Nature. Wanted to run a little bit of a bulkier set simply because without the Eviolite, I'm a little bit afraid of taking some super effective coverage moves. So I wanted to get just as much bulk as I could out of that. The White Herb will restore our defense and special defense after the Shell Smash. At +2, we will outspeed the entirety of Kirby's side of the field. We could maybe stay in and smash against something like Sandshrew, against something like Shelder, maybe. I don't know. Shelter's going to be my downfall now that I said that. But we've got an opportunity to Shell Smash. I'm going to try my best to take it. And then last but not least, I mentioned it at the beginning with Scarlet. I'm going to close it out with Ultra Moon the Alolan Meowth. Now, he's holding his Oran Berry with the Technician ability. Fake Out, Thief, Aerial Ace, and Parting Shot. 236 EVs in attack, 36 in special defense, 196 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this spread, we are speed tying Kirby's Meowth and outspeeding everything below it. The Hisuian Voltorb is the only thing faster than us. Fake Out is nice. Fake Out will be a little bit of chip damage there. It is going to get the 1.5 times boost thanks to Technician. Thief, after my Oran Berry goes away, I can then steal someone's item. I can Aerial Ace the Chespin, really, and the Krogunk. which are really the ones that threaten me there. If I take a look at what is resisting Dark on his side of the field, it is the Krogunk. Thief is also boosted by the Technician, so it will be a 90 base power move, which is great. Same thing with Aerial Ace. We will be able to Aerial Ace the Krogunk in order to take advantage of that. Parting Shot, I'm faster than everything, so if I want to find myself a situation to like bring in Mudbray, bring in Greavard, bring in Squirtle, something along those lines, whatever. Parting Shot, I'm faster than I'm going to be able to drop some stats, and I'm going to go from there. That is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you at the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the Week 5 match going up against my guy, Kirby. Definitely go check out his channel. Link will be in the description, as well as the rest of our fantastic coaches. If you guys are new, subscribe for more Draft League content on the road to 2,000 subscribers over here. Leave a like if you're excited. I don't know if I already said that because we're just here vibing. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I am bringing on screen. I will see you at team preview. All right, we got Shelter. We've got the Hisuian Voltorb. We've got Sandshrew, Meowth. We do see Dratini and we see Starly. Okay. Starly could be something. Shelter and Hisuian Voltorb definitely going to pressure a lead from Mudbray. Minccino is faster than everything but the Voltorb, as is the... I don't hate the Meowth lead, actually. I don't hate that. Fast Parting Shot, fast Fake Out. Let's do something with that, right? Like, let's try it. Dratini with Marvel Scale, maybe? Dratini's interesting. Like, is Banded Dratini, Scarf Dratini with Outrage? Like, is that what we're about to do? I don't know. I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far in the team prep. I just saw Dratini and was like, you're adorable. You're absolutely adorable. But I guess I should respect it. It does have, like, the 3rd highest physical attack on his side of the field. 64 base attack. I mean, that's right up there with, like, it's got more than Greavard, and I'm putting a lot of stock in Greavard, quite honestly. So yeah, like a Banded Outrage could really like tickle me pink right there. My goodness. Well, we're just gonna have to play around that, won't we? Let's see what's going on. I'm looking forward to it. We'll do something. We'll figure something out, or we'll have fun trying something like that. We set our GLHFs. I'm ready. What are you leading off with here, my guy? What do we got? Keep it shady. Okay. Okay. Fake Out does about 26 to 34 if you're max HP. So let's just see, right? Let's just play the game. Let's just get a little Fake Out off here. Let's get a little Fake Out off here and just see what happens. I'm curious. Keen Eye, Reckless. Could be like Scarf, honestly. Could be Scarf. We'll find out. Both normal types came to play, though, against Greavard. That's unfortunate, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I'm excited. Withdraws. Okay. Does not want to stay in on that. We're going to Fake Out Rock Bottom, which is the Sandshrew. Okay. Yeah, that did about what I would have wanted it to do. Let's Parting Shot out. I think Parting Shot out. I think hard Greavard might not be the play. This could just try to get rocks up. Maybe Rowlet is the play. I like looking at Rowlet in this matchup. Let's see what we can do here. I was just playing Showdown and I went to go grab my controller or my keyboard. Let's go on the Moon here. What's the knockoff? Okay, so that would have been the better play to go out into Greavard. I will attempt to go for a Trailblaze first. I'll attempt to do that, especially since I don't know what Starly is, if it is like Scarf Reckless. Withdraws. All right. I think that's good for me. Maybe. I need to make sure that I don't have my Eviolite here. Into Voltorb. All right. Now, I'm going to be faster. And I am at 85%. So actually Volt Switch and Terra Blast do not KO me. So I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. Yeah, I'm calculating against a Life Orb one right here, so I'll go for a Swords Dance. And just kind of see what wants to happen. Goes for the Volt Switch. Puts me down at 12. So that did about 40%. Yeah, okay. So not just like max special attack timid. Okay. Comes back into the Starly here. You could be Scarfed. You could be Scarfed. The way that you brought that in here. Brave Bird knocks this out. If you're... Where am I at? Where am I looking at as far as my speed tiers go on this thing? Yeah, you're faster than me. I want chip on this as much as I can, so let me go for a Sucker Punch here. Good damage, good damage, good damage. There's the Brave Bird. Alright, perfect. Brave Bird, alright. Starly. KOs Rowlet with Brave Bird. Oh, and you're almost gone. So let's go out to Meowth now. I might be able to claim one with the Parting Shot. Or with the Fake Out, rather. So let's do that. Let's do that. Rowlet, you did better than most weeks, buddy. I applaud you. All right, withdraws, keep it shady. I'm shady. Goes back down to the Sandshrew, maybe? World turns. Okay. A little fake out damage there. I do get a slow Parting Shot off on this thing. We know you're not, like, offensive, so I could get, like, a slow Parting Shot off. Let's do that. Leaf Storm. Okay, maybe predicting the, maybe predicting my, Mudbray to want to come on in there. Okay, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Voltorb, KOs. Meowth with Leaf Storm. Let's go out into white here. We'll go out into Minccino. And I'm going to try to tidy up while this thing is -2. I'm going to try it. Because after a tidy up, I should be faster than the Starly as well. Withdraws. All right, perfect. Yeah, should be faster. Should be faster. Tail Slap. Bullet Seed is 100% accurate, so I'm going to go for that just to make sure I knock this thing out. Goes to the Quick Attack. Okay, that's fine. Beautiful. Minccino, first game off the bench. Already getting a KO. All right. 1 down. 5 to go. And that is 1 normal type down for Raverd, too. So I don't hate that. I do not hate that. We're faster than Voltorb. We know Voltorb is... I don't know Voltorb's not Scarf. We have not seen the switch up yet. I want to assume, right? There's on a Clyde. There's the Meowth. Okay. Fake Out does not kill me. I will go for the Tail Slap here. Oh, Swift on Meowth. Okay. All right. So that was Scarf Meowth, too. So I want to say I got rid of all the Scarfers. Minccino KO's Meowth. Minccino KO's Meowth with Tail Slap. Okay. Hazardous. You get extreme speed, don't you? You do. Do I want to save this around? You do get extreme speed. I'm going to go out into Mudbray here. This is the extreme speed. Perfect. Okay. Let's get Rocks up. Let's get Rocks up if this thing wants to set up. It may get Dragon Dance. Doesn't look like it does, maybe? Maybe. But either way, I don't want to take that E-Speed, so let's get Rocks up. Rocks might bait back in Sandshrew. Rocks will be 25% on the Shelter as well. If Shelter comes in, I roar every time. I don't let it get a Shell Smash off for free. Withdraw is perfect. All right, so let's get Rocks up. Rock Bottom comes in. That is going to be the Voltorb. Or no, that is the Sandshrew. Excuse me. Okay. All right, perfect. Both normal types are gone as well, which means that I am now going to go hard into Graveyard here. Just to see what we can do. Shelter in the back, man. Little scary. Little scary. I think we've got some outs. I think it's anybody's game still, though. For sure. It's 4-4. There's the knockoff. There's my weakness policy. Beautiful. I will try to thief the item. Maybe the Eviolite off this thing. Could be nice. That could have been a max adamant knockoff there. But the next one won't knock... Or no, that wasn't even, because that was calcing with the Eviolite. Hold up. Or with the weakness policy. Okay, so you are not as defensive as... Or you are not as offensive I would have thought this to be. Okay. So I'll go for the Thief. I'll take Something's item. Rocks up. Okay. I'll take that. Yoink. Now I've got the Eviolite. And I will simply go for some Shadow Sneaks here. Ooh, one more. There's the Earthquake. Ooh, I take that because the Eviolite. Yeah, buddy. Well, let's go for another one. I don't know why I didn't knock again. Either way, Griever doing Griever things now. We got the rocks up. We got the Shadow Sneak on deck. Griever picking up one. Griever picking up one, baby. All right, Griever. On the board. 3 down, 3 to go. What do we got cooking here? I'm slow as dirt, but I got a little bit of bulk left in me with this 7 HP here. Comes back onto the Dratini. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Poltergeist here. Scale Shot. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. Dratini KOs Griever with Scale Shot. Okay. Shadow Sneak is better play there. Like, I get that. I'll own that. Defense is lowered. Probably Roar out with Mudbray. Is my immediate thought process here. That's kind of where my head's at. I don't have like the best position for Squirtle to come in, so I need this to be out. But I don't have much that I can Shell Smash on with Squirtle right now, truthfully. Like, if I could roll Shelter in, maybe. Waterfall from the Dratini. Okay. There's my stamina boost. Sick. Don't get flinched. Whoo. Let's go. Let's go. Huge. In comes a Voltorb. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I'll try to go for an Earthquake here. You can miss a Leaf Storm. You could. If you go for Leaf Storm, that'll drop your special attack, and I think that puts Squirtle into a spot to sweep, maybe? Just Giga Drains. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. Voltorb, Mudbray with... Okay. I guess, do I live a Giga Drain with Squirtle? If you're Scarfed? Not after rocks, I know. Oh, darn it. Okay. I think that's game. I think that is 100% game. If you're locked into Giga Drain, there's a 6% chance to Oko. So I'll try it. I'll try it, but the Dratini's got the E-Speed in the back. Yeah, you could miss a Leaf Storm. You could miss a Leaf Storm. Giga Drain has a 6% chance to Oko from where I'm at. And then I get an Ice Beam KO. You could also miss a Leaf Storm. That's kind of where I'm at. But I believe we're out of this one. Thunderbolt? Ah! It does. All right. Yeah, Thunderbolt was a safer bet there, right? Oh, yeah, Thunderbolt was a safer bet. All right, GG's to Kirby, man. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. I had a ton of fun with this. Voltorb KOs. Squirtle with T-Bolt. Minccino dies to Sandshrew Rocks. And that is going to be game. GG's to my man Kirby. This is a ton of fun. I think Sandshrew put in a lot. I think Minccino right off the bench was like an A1 pickup, picking up Starly and Meowth. I think that was awesome. Yeah, no, I think it was a great game overall. Like I said, Kirby had a much better team than I did. Much more well put together. So GG's to him. Definitely go show some love. I don't know why I'm searching for another battle. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great, do great, and I'll see you guys next week for game day. Later.